Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bright Ops, and welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. Last time we were exploring the swamp. Let's see what we can do. A bold cypress so tough and tall it's no surprise some fellow has chosen to make it a tree home. Shut up. Hello? Hey, mister, why don't you keep walking, huh? This here's Will's Hunter's treehouse, and the rules is ain't no grown-ups allowed. A load. Who are you? Will Hunter, I said. What's up there? Well, it ain't anything, swear it. You don't want to see it anyways. I do. You'll tell. I won't. You promise? Yes. There's a pause in which Will apparently thinks it over. Nah, you wouldn't want to see it anyway. I want to see the telescope you've got there. Afraid that telescope's the property of Will Hunter, same as my licorice collection. You mean licorice? No, licorice. Wouldn't be called licorice. Licorice because it ain't made of rice. It's called licorice because you lick it. But I'm saving mine up so I can lick them all at once. How long you been saving it? Reckon it's been a few months. This is okay to wait a few months on licorice, as long as it's refrigerated good and proper. Have you refrigerated it? It's in my pocket with some ice, so I reckon so. What's your story, Will? Ain't much to tell. I ain't all that interesting, mister. I swear not to city folk like you nowadays. I'm not city folk. Ever seen a pig birth? Yep. Bet you ain't seen half as many as me, though. How many pig births have you seen? I reckon about 70, sir. What are you doing in a swamp? Nothing special, same things every boy gets up to, I reckon. Do I want to know what that is? I ain't telling anyways. Can you let me up? No adult's ever been up in Will Hunter's treehouse, and I ain't fixing to break that streak. Not for nothing. Let's just climb the tree. Enough of this. It's time to clasp your robust limbs around the trunk of the wet, shredding cypress and begin to shimmy. Hey now, this is a private treehouse. Stop or I'll tan you till you can't stand up. Take the risk. Why, there's no boy up in this treehouse at all. Only the large and sagging features of a human face sunk into the tree's very trunk. Surely this can't be young Will Hunter. Oh well, I reckon now it ain't no keeping you from seeing my plight. I've been wicked, mister. What happened to you? Ain't much to tell. That can't possibly be true. The giant tree sighs, shredding scraps of bark that drift to the treehouse floor. Well, you ever hear of a doctor? Do you know what that is? Well, yes, well, I know what a doctor is. Heck, what you want to be so mean for? I reckon most people you go and ask, they couldn't tell you one thing about what a doctor does. I only ever met one doctor, Dr. Wyss. Lived on the same street as my step-aunt. 'Tis one morning he paid me 6 bits to paint his fence, and well, heck, I swear I was fixing to do it, mister, but I heard there was an interesting trout down by the river. A little wider than average, but not very wide, just the way Will Hunter likes. How can a boy resist? No, I agree, you need to go catch a slightly wide trout. Ain't gonna catch it. Weren't gonna catch it, mister, only measure it from my notes on trout width. Anyway, Dr. Wyss, he weren't really real pleased, and to teach me a lesson he went and cursed me to be a tree. How did this doctor turn you into a tree? Don't ask Will Hunter how. All I know is doctors, they got all kinds of powerful tools. Tweezers, height charts, could have used anything. What lesson are you supposed to learn from this? That I ought to paint fences if I say I'm fixing to. Can you end this? Well, the doctor told me I'd be a tree till I could make good on painting a bunch of fences all around town. Hard enough for me to do that like this, I tell you. I could do it for you. Ah, mister, paint fences? You don't want to do that. Sure I would. The wind picks up and snaps off a few weak twigs, so Will doesn't seem to mind. Say, that's real swell. Thanks a lot, mister. That doct who cursed me had a nice white picket fence, and he said something like, Will Hunter gotta paint 3 more fences just like his, or he'll be a tree forever. Paint 3 fences, got it. You can get my paints and brush out of my knapsack. I'll just hand them to you, but I'm a tree. Is there a ladder you can put down? Suppose I can. Ain't a ladder in the way you and I know it, though. A part of this tree that I can sort of waggle around. We're still a boy, I reckon I'd say it's like my fingers or nostrils. Will Hunter extends his long I don't know how to pronounce it, fingers and or nostrils through the the hole in the treehouse back into the swamp floor. You should be able to climb down those nostrils now. We'll see you around, Will. Let's see, empty it out. You grab the contents. Will's paint and brush. Take care of those, will you? That long-handled brush belonged to my to a grandfather. Your grandfather? Don't think so. I'll keep an eye on those 3 fences. When he reaches a certain age, a boy loses enthusiasm for hoarding rocks in a treehouse. This is called the death of innocence. A telescope is a gateway lens that often leads to the use of binoculars. You see nothing out of the ordinary. Rivers run through the trunks of trees, crawdads and crawmums make love upon the rocks, and a duck is impaled on the beak of a heron. They're here in the swamp. It is a day like any other, and the circle of life turns on and on. See, hello. Ain't found any fences yet. Keep looking. Sometimes I find a fence turns up in the last place you expect. More often it's the reverse that's true. See you around, Will. Let's see, strength indeed for a grown-up to be visiting a secret treehouse. Let's see, fences. Might as well go back here. Let's see, one of the picket fences. Yep, let's paint it. Let's see, that looks pretty clean to you. Sure does. Is there another fence here? Let's see. Nothing strange of interest about this car. Let's see. Trying to... Let's see, that's the second floor. Let's see. Need some sort of breathing apparatus. I think it was on the to-do list. The Big Moist, let's see. Wants to use his fine radios. Try to deduce where the Big Moist, Kathy, and Tom could have gone on foot after the truck ran out of gas. To do once you retrieve his father's 11 padlocks from his ancestral home. You've found 7 so far. Okay. Actually, do we have... Let's see, do we have something that will allow us to breathe underwater, actually? Cold, no. Let's see, rings. Shark tooth, nope, no. Banish wielding, hop. Almost all your things will be fights. Jagged foot. Everybody you lose one stat at the start of the combat. Yacked earlier, writing soup. No, nope, no rings. Let's see, accessories. Let's see, hunted, nope. Let's see, grease gloves, championship belt, thermometer, fairy charm, choker, stylish glasses. Let's see. Stench armor, neat drop. No. Need, unless I missed something. No, does not look like it. Stairs to the attic. Oh yeah, there was the radio, but I'm not really sure what its deal is yet. Like it's just... Like it's... like it's just blasting me with noise. Nope. As if it's looking for something. Actually, you know what? Maybe... Okay, maybe the plan is we'll start the abandoned truck. As you round a clump of mangrove trees, or whatever kind of trees these are, you come face to face with a bearded gator man and his big filthy sack. I should clarify that it's a burlap sack and it doesn't have a face, just the gator man does. Whoops, buy sack, 119 meat, sale final. Sure, you spend the meat. You open the bag and reveal your prize. It's like Crimbo, a sad, wet, dirty Crimbo. Let's see, you got the gator man skin pants, you got gator punch, and you got swamp mushroom. Ew. Let's see, nothing amphibious. Pull it open. Search the seats. Something eggy in the air, but still no sign of its source. A newspaper left in the passenger seat is open to a classified ad. Circled are advertisements for Mr. Rat's Hotel for Working Women and the Docks. Search under. The gas taker's look to do. Let's see, and the Docks. Hang on. Second. Broadwalk. Once, yeah, we'll grab that. Why not? Just some grease. Let's see, look at the level 3 challenge. 7 total stats plus 10 meat. Okay, hold on. What's our current? Moxie needs to go up one. And we have enough for that. We also have enough for this one too. Just everything just in the base thing we've filled up. We can now just pretty much any XP we get, we can just focus on putting it into... Let's see, ready to do? What do I win? Okay. All stats plus 10 meat, let's do it. You climb up onto the tightrope and carefully inch your way across while calling out your chess moves. Fortunately, the height gives you a good view of the board. As you reach the end, you hurl the beanbag full force at the stack of milk bottles. Knight to e7. Clatter. Checkmate. Well, I'll be damned. I'll admit, kid, you snookered me pretty good. Here's your prize. Sticky hand on a stick. This is a carved wooden hand with on a short chain. The hand is covered in tar. Perhaps someday someone will come up with a slightly less terrible way to execute on this idea. Hooray. Let's see. Hey, it's our rising star. You passed the halfway mark to glory. Are you ready to challenge number 4? What is it? I need you to use these 3 baseballs, knock over that row of 4 wooden ducks, punch a hole through a sheet of 3.4-inch plywood with your bare fist, and translate a randomly selected page of The Brothers Karamazov from the original Russian. Jeez. Oh, come on, don't chicken out now. We'll come back. Because let's see. Because we need 9. We don't quite have 9 in everything. Alright. Oh yeah, we did the fez. But hats. Yeah, let's get some free paper. Let's get some free meat, why not? Okay. Wrong one. Do. Did we do welding mask? We did now. Welding mask. No, that's... Yep, already got that one. I wish there was just an easier way you could potentially just... Nope. Like, there was a mark on the actual inventory stuff to bloody tell you if he'd already used it or not. Cold armor. At the moment we were using the comfortable wet fez. Yep. Yep, let's wrap the duct tape around it, so now the fez is... Where do we put the fez? Ah, here it is. Now it is slightly better than before. Truly, it is a glorious hat. Oh, wait a second. Hello, hold on, are you Tom and Kathy? Let's see, Tom Chapman and Kathy Tracy. I don't remember. Shit! The boy nods slightly. He can see they've put in the work to remember their surnames and thought you may be at cross purposes. Respect must be paid. Who wants to know? I do, isn't it obvious? I do, isn't it? Isn't that obvious? Take a last look. We're on the next bus out. Your folks back home think you were kidnapped or eaten. That's so utterly typical. They can't even conceive that someone might not want to live the same small little large-mouthed bass life that they do. It's not even a life. Not for us, it's not. The kind of life we want to lead. This is only possible in the city. What kind of life is that? We want to start a business making wigs for judges. Is that a job? I'm trying to find my own path too. We ain't trying squat. We're doing wigs for judges. Is that a job? Is he? Are you? I don't think judges wear wigs in this country. It's going to be an international company. That's where the money is, if you know anything about business. We need to take you back to your parents. Hell to that. You need to take us back like a bass needs bones. I'm not going back, pal. Not ever. Largemouth Bass and Sons is a trap. All we can ever do there is repeat the same old toxic patterns that our fathers did. Our grandfathers did. Debone the fish, rebone the fish, debone the fish. What's the point? It's a mindless life and it's never going to change. No, pal. Not for us. Better to die in poverty than to live a largemouth bass beat deboner or reboner. Unfortunately, I was hired to bring you home. Listen, friend, we're not going back. There's nothing anybody can make us do about it. Please? Oh, shit. Oh no, Okram Skater, you have no power here. Okram Skater? That's a real guy. Okram Skater is why he's the bane of our lives, our family's lives. He has hunted us, tortured us before I was even born. Can he be reasoned with? Back. Did you just say back? Miserable back. We will be miserable if we go back. The gator sneers. To your surprise, the beast apparently has no intention of killing or eating the children, but means to return them home to Largemouth Bass and Sons. But why? Why would it care? You want them to be miserable? Oh yes, miserable back. I don't know what Okram Skater wants except our whole family to be miserable. I don't know why else he torments us. What's your problem? Misery. You just want to cause misery. Bass misery. To Largemouth and Sons specifically? Why exactly? God. What god? Misery god. You have a god who wants to cause misery to Largemouth Bass and Sons. And then, what's your god's name? Okram's Gator. Now you leave these kids alone. Thank you, but there's no shaking Okram's Gator when he's got his mind set to a thing. Mindset. There's gotta be a way we can work this out. Violence. Apart from that, violence, misery. We can change his mind. You want to tussle? Let's tuffle. Let's change his mind. The monster abides by his own obscure ethos, but perhaps you can outthink him. If you let them go, you'll cause more misery to their families. Tom and Kathy will actually be more miserable if they leave. If you let them go, they'll be more miserable. If you let them go, you'll cause more misery to their families. Largemouth Bass and Sons is totally reliant on these children to pop up their failing company. The whole thing is a joke. Without Tom and Kathy, you will all slide slowly but invulnerably into a long, painful era of decline over which looms the grim terminus of business death. That's true. Ockram's Gator seems to be giving it some thought. Just something to consider. A small smile creeps across Ockram Gator's face and keeps on growing until it's made a complete ring around his head. Is that a yes? Is that a yes? I don't know what to say. Nobody's ever stopped that thing before. Dad even tried giving him a cut of the business to leave us alone. Mean what you said, though? You think the business failed without us? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Huh. We're doing the right thing. If I was 100% sure of that when we left, I am now. I am now 98% sure, which is that's still very high. Yeah, that's pretty high. Well, thanks, mister, anyway, for getting Ockrams to take a hike. Accept the meat and nod to Todd. You know, it's not much, but would you like this free sample? Judge's wig. Okay, enjoy that, but mind you don't combine it with the jury's wig and the executioner's wig. Nobody should have that much power. Hold on just now. Are you still trying to take us back to Largemouth Bass? No, go get the bus. I'll give you my blessing. Thank you, Father. Huh? Oh, you said blessing, so I just assumed. No, it's fine. It's still nice to have your blessing anyway, thanks. Have a good life, mister. I know we will. Goodbye, then. Alright, this is going to be fun. You find a cluster of viney, muscular-looking cattails. If you know your plants, which you do, then that means they're chock full of strong, stony fibers. Yep, we'll take it. Oh, they're gonna be mad. Pay a visit. Talk to him. Don't you dare show your face around here, you dithard, and now Kathy is lost. I received a telegram from her, and now she's throwing her life away chasing the judge wig dream of youth. Yeah, Octom's Gator is real. Yeah, I know. Sorry about your daughter. I only hope she realized the mistake she's made. Her mother always told her, don't throw away your life for a man like I did. Meaning you? Huh. Now that you mention it, I wonder. Are you concerned about the future of the business without Kathy? We will suffer the setback, as we've always done, but our plan to rebrand as Largemouth Bass and Sons and Daughter will have to be put on hold. A pity. The name rolls off the tongue, which would be appropriate, as that's how we slide the fish's bones out. Any chance I can still get it? I would sooner give it to the bass themselves. Fair enough. God knows what they'd do if the fish got their flippers on that sort of technology, though. I don't mind telling you. I think we'd either be dead in a week or working for them. I'll be on my way. When she sees you, the cat leaps into your arms and licks your cheek with the vigor and sloppiness of an animal 10 times your size. Well, hey there, girl. What's your name? The cat nods at its collar. Sculla, it says. Sculla, huh? And what was the big lick for? The cat nods to the other side of the collar, which says, you then go against the family. New cat unlocked. You can now pet Skella to receive a boon. Let's see. Skella accepts the pet gladly and urinates on your leg before hopping off your lap. Boon. So you just drop... We get extra meat. Let's see. Hello. How are the fish today? It's real. I saw him. Oh, not another one. Let me check you forward. I've been hanging around here a while, so I'm worried you might have come down with bass madness. Wouldn't you have bass madness since you're here all the time? I have bass fever. That's different. Bass fever is an enthusiasm for largemouth bass and also means I'm immune to bass madness. Maybe I have bass fever. I can tell you that you don't. To be honest, I'm not sure you care about fish at all. What makes you say that? Just your face. I'll be going. I'll go to her as soon as the rain stops. She must be so scared and alone. Alright. Too late, friend. Tom's gone. I received a telegram from him with the news that he's in the big city, thriving as the head of his own business manufacturing wigs for judges. Wait, he's already set up business? It's already thriving? Yes, it's fast, I know, but Judge's wigs are a goldmine. I can tell you don't have business instincts or you'd have recognized that right away. Sorry about your son. Do you know, I'm actually proud of him. Always thought he was a dreamer, never realized he had those killer instincts for business. Oh yeah, he's a good sort, Tom. Maybe I've been unfair to him. Are you worried about the future? Succession is only an issue if I die, wouldn't you agree? And that's far from inevitable, especially if I invest in a good helmet. It's the Octum Scare is real. I saw him. In the show, yes? No? Oh, it's just that's mostly where I see him. As you approach, the cat raises a quizzical eyebrow. I don't know what you're talking about. I certainly didn't have anything to do with helping Tom Chapman and Kathy Tracy flee their largemouth bass fishing fathers. The cat only chuckles in response. What's your name, girl? The cat points to its collar. Cathobitis. Oh, didn't even need to ask, I guess. New cat unlocked. Pet her. The loyalty of fisher cats is not easily won, but once it is won for life. Let's see, in exchange we can get item drops. Yep, that's... You pet the cat. Unfortunately, it's about all that loyalty is good for. Well, we've done something. We're gonna go back. Oh look, there's a big shiny treasure chest on that trusket over there. What's a truss? Let's see. It's like a big clump of grass or a small hill. That's really not the important part here though. What about the treasure chest? Are you sure that's a trusket? I thought that was a... No. What? No, that's a thing priests wear. Like a close-fitting robe. Alright, let's open the chest. Oh no, as you approach the chest, a bunch of gator men jump out of the mud, surrounding you. It was an ambush all along. You throw your hunch of meat at them. Or fight. Yeah, let's fight. Breathe in deeply. Of my dark and terrible power. As for you, can we just kill... We can't kill you up front. Do we have something bigger? Yes, we do. No, Shelby! How dare you! How dare you, you filthy creature! Filthy, filthy creature. Absolutely disgusting. Well, you're dead now. You won. The treasure chest, unfortunately, is empty, but the gator men have some stuff on them, but that's alright. That's a Weed Lord Fetish. Steal HP from your opponent equal to your muscle once per fight. Gator Punch. And Swamp Eel Hatband. Oh, we can increase our pot armor. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Oh, your hat already has a hatband. Hey, let's see, what can I do for you? Pursue work in collecting your padlocks. Damn. I was hoping that we might be able to get some information on the actual bloody radio. You take a wrong turn. Instead, you're ending up where you want to. Instead of ending where you want to be, you end up at the Monster Shack. You know it's the Monster Shack because of the big sign on it that says Monster Shack. Yeah, let's check it out. Good God, we got lost. No skeptics? Let's see, there's some hobo code. Let's see. The code reads, these kids are alright. Well, that's pretty heartwarming. Let's see, inventory for books, I think we're looking for. See, history, little's known of the history. Let's see, blood lore, an upgradable skill, increases your max HP. A historical reference text on blood, inscribed in the introduction, is the new fascination sweeping our veins. Yep. Blood lore. Maximum HP goes up. You learn that blood was once considered one of the 4 humans, along with Dad, Shock, and Reference. Let's see, you could keep reading, it's a big book. Yeah. Gain more health. You learn that letting the blood out is considered best medical practice because blood needs 30 to 60 minutes of outdoor exercise a day. You can keep reading. Not until the 13th century did physicians discover that blood was circulatory, i.e. it traveled around the human body. Some still believed that blood could travel even faster if it had wheels. Let's see, you could keep reading. The book ends with a suggestion that leeches could be used for bloodletting, and if leech labor laws were relaxed, they wouldn't even need to be compensated. Let's see, you could keep reading, it's a very big book. So we gained hopefully a lot of health from that, but you're not sure if this is forbidding access or describing the shack's occupants. See, no fences at the moment. Inside you find, not the decayed and crumbling tumble-down shack stone with ancient wreckage that you were perhaps expecting, but an actually maintained and fairly clean tumble-down shack stone with 12 to 14-year-old kids. What the? Hey, what are your kids doing out here in the middle of the swamp? Why shouldn't we be? Because it's dangerous here. Yeah, but this is where the monsters are. That's why it's dangerous. Do you believe in monsters, mister? Yes, of course I do. I would be a real feat of cognitive dissonance otherwise. You mean you've seen them? Oh, for really real? Well, yeah. Which one? Let's see. Fishmen, vampires, fairies, gatormen. See, vampires? Oh, those don't count. Those guys are just weird jerks. We're looking for real monsters. I don't understand what real monsters it means in this context. Since you believe in monsters, you can join our monster squad. Otherwise, we can't tell you anything because it's secret. Sure, I'll join. Great, it'll be nice to have someone who can reach the top shelf of these old bookcases we scavenged. Is that it? I'm a member now? Yeah, we used to have a big ceremony where we had to repeat a vow and stuff, but it took too long and we're all busy with our research. Come on in and have a look around. Okay. A big leather tome sits on a pedestal here. What's this book? List of vampire nests. It's like 400 pages long. Lots of vampires in the swamp. If you want to help out, you can always go clear some of them out. Sure, let's go hunting. Let's see. Vampire Colonel smacks... Let's see. Smacks the vampire to increase their stats. Alright. Elemental. Physical. Let's do some hot and cold. And then you can die. Goodbye, Colonel. You little bastards. Alrighty. Do some quick damage to you, to the turned gatorman. Heal ourselves back up a bit as well in the same token. Now let's get rid of you. Get rid of the bloodletter. Oh no, Shelby! No! Poor Shelby. Another nest of bloodsuckers cleaned out. Hollow gator teeth and vampire bat hat. Okay. Might as well see. This kid is studying far more intently than you ever did at his age. What are you reading? It's about Neanderthals and other early humanids. Unfortunately, I'm not finding anything useful in here. What are you looking for? The honey ape. The what now? You never heard of it? It's a very famous monster. It's a hairy primate or primate-like creature that's smaller than a human, but with human-sized hands. Most of the legends call it big hands, but I'm pretty sure the big hands legends and the reports of honey ape sightings are referring to the same cryptid. That's interesting. I know it lives around here somewhere, I just haven't been able to find it yet. I'll help you look. That would be excellent, thank you. Here, I found some of its prints once and made a tracing. That might help you track it down. Try and get one of its fingernails as proof. How will a fingernail be proof? Because it'd be as big as a human fingernail, obviously. So you've been assured this is the handprint of the honey ape and not just the handprint of a regular guy. Okay. This kid as well, he's eating something. Oh, hi there. Hi. Don't mean to be rude, but what's your deal, kid? I'm a moss man. You are, huh? Well, okay, well, not really, but I want to be a moss man when I grow up. That's why I'm eating all this fertilizer. Huh. It's actually cornflakes, I'm just pretending. Okay, whew. Haha, yeah, I'm not crazy. Some people say I'm crazy for believing in the mossman, though, but I know he's real. I've seen him. What's a moss man? A man made of moss? Yep, he's all fuzzy and green. It's so neat. Oh hey, you should go see him for yourself. Then if you bring back proof he exists, people won't think I'm weird anymore. Well, they might. Sure, I'll have a look. Right here, I'll mark this place on your map. It's called Moss Marok Grotto. If you see him, bring back some moss as proof, okay? Okay. This kid is preoccupied with being smelling 2 large test tubes. What you get there? Perfume samples? Kind of. This one is a combination of hydrogen sulfide and methane. Common swamp gas, basically. Ew. What's the other one? Coffee, to clear the swamp gas smell out of my nose. Huh, okay, so why? I'm researching a creature known as the smell of the wisp. I've only run into it once, but I have a good memory for smells, so I figure if I can match its smell, that particular chemical mix will tell me more about it. A smell of the what? Wisp. It's a cloud of intelligent swamp gas. Some people say it's a ghost of a dead chili cook-off judge, but I think there's probably a more scientific explanation. You're telling me you're looking for an intelligent fart? The girl gestures sternly at a sign over her workbench. No fart jokes. Oh, come on. It's a smell of the wisp. No. Yeah, well, I don't know what to say then. If you're willing to help, instead of making puerile goofs, I could really use a sample to analyze. Let's see. Okay, I'll find you the smell of the wisp. Great, thank you. Here, take this. It'll help you track the thing down. A nose trumpet. A big cone designed to make it so people who have lost their sense of smell can still tell what they've stepped in. I just smell through this? Yeah, just follow your nose. Alrighty then. This kid with a baseball cap with a sinister-looking triangle on it, and he's messing around with an elaborate homemade radio. Hi there. Hi, say, you're a grown-up. Can you help me with something? I'm not buying you any cigarettes. No, there's this swamp lady named Barbara Yaragara. I don't know how to pronounce that. Everyone says she's just a fairy tale, but I know she's real because I've seen her hut right here in the swamp. But I don't know if she's the sort of swamp lady who eats kids or not. Swamp lady? Well, I don't want to call her a swamp witch or a swamp hag or stuff like that. It would be mean to judge her that way without even having met her. Sheesh, kids these days. Alright, I'll check her out. Great, thanks. Here, I'll mark her hut for you, for your sponge. Map? Anyways, bring back a feather to prove you've met her, okay? She has feathers? I mean, from one of her pet birds. The stories say she has a ton of them. How will you know this isn't just an ordinary feather I found somewhere? Well, you seem like a trustworthy person. Then why do you need me to bring proof at all? Because that's how quests work. Come on. Okay, fine. Actually, we'll ask about the radio. What's the triangle mean on the hat? Thanks, it's the Great Pyramids. One of them, anyway. Ever seen them? Only on your hat. Not personally. Well, maybe you will someday. Sure, who knows. Wanted to ask about... Let's see. Any chance you can get that on that radio? Can't seem to get any station right now, sorry. It's okay, just curious. I can't fix her up. This kid is preening at the terrarium filled with flies and occasionally tapping on the glass. Hi there, are you, into flies? Well, kind of. They're interesting once you get over the gross factor. But mostly I'm just studying these because what I'm really interested is in the flyman. The flyman? Yeah, or maybe the man-fly? I haven't decided which way is better yet. So what is the flyman and or man-fly? He's a scientist that moved into the old Filmberg's place. I did a little spying on him and I think he's trying to turn himself into a giant fly. Why would anyone want to do that? I don't know. That's what's so interesting about him. Huh. She looks at her feet and blushes a little. Also, he's really handsome. For now, you mean? Well, yeah, I'd really like to meet him, but I'm too shy. Can you help me out? Sure, why not? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Here, I'll show you where the place is. If you could meet him, could you bring me back a souvenir? Like what? maybe one of his chest hairs? Sure. This kid is messing around with some kind of weird mechanical contraption. What's this thing you're making? Don't really know yet. I'm just kind of messing around with it because I'm taking a break from my main project. Hey, do you know anything about the Chimpemarian? I don't know. I have no fucking clue. I try to avoid spicy food. It gives me the hiccups. No, this is some kind of monster that eat oranges. There's supposed to be from way down south, but I know there's one in this swamp somewhere. Unfortunately, no matter what kind of trap I build, it keeps escaping. Do you want to try? Sure, why not? Great, feel free to use my workbench over there. I got plenty of spare parts and stuff. If you manage to catch it, bring me back one of its nostrils as proof. Okay? A nostril, not the whole head or pelt. Oh no, I don't want to kill it. I just prove that it's out there. Okay then. Okay, let's just close this. Close the little hole and wrench them closed, or ply them closed, I guess. Dozens of volumes of serial fantasy for young adults and older than average children. For instance, well, here's Elbert Hughes and the Chalice of Ice. What's this? Mascaprone's Monster or the Mutton Provolone. An old-timey fantasy novel about a mad scientist and his doomed quest to create the perfect being out of cheese. Grants a combat skill, Elemental. A little sign on the table says Boris only. The cat had better be Boris, or there's going to be trouble. Boris hisses at you. He must know you're an outsider. You grab some scrap from the bench and construct a very basic animal trap. Would you like to make any refinements? Yep, let's tighten the spring. You grab a wrench and tighten the trap's main spring. Adjust the torque. Grab a doo-doo. Tweak the trigger sensitivity. So you grab doo-doo and add a fuse. You hook up a fuse just in case. That's good enough. You carefully pick up the trap and then carelessly shove it into your sack. Let's go hunting. Well, until next time, my name is Bride Ups, and I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.